Hello, and welcome to R.L. Kaplan's Guide to the Peoples and Countries of the Universe. Here's your host, R.L. Kaplan. Yes, thank you, unattractive narrator. This is R.L. Kaplan, and today we will be doing our Guide to the Universe, edition The World. We're choosing the world this week because it's where I live, and thus the most important spot in the universe. We begin with a map of the world. We'll go ahead and remove the superfluous countries which are only a waste of our time. Excellent. Now, we begin with America. It's the most important country in the world because I live there. There are many problems with it. For one thing, it's not entirely French. For another, I don't rule it. But those are minor, trifling concerns given that soon it will be French and thus I will rule it. And a great day that will be. In the meantime, it can stay the best country in the world because it gives me the right to live there. Next, we move up north to France Jr. France Jr. has been a part of North America for a very long time. Some would say since before my memory began, almost 3 weeks ago. My dad and I drove through French Canada once, and it was pretty awesome. Although I never understood quite what Canada referred to. France Jr. is probably the third best country in the world behind the United States and France in no particular order. Next we move south of the border to Mexico. Mexico is one of the most unimpressive countries in the entire world. It features a gargantuan population of people who are not French and who speak some sort of ethnic language. The less said about them, the better. Next, we move over to the continent of France. France is one of the greatest places in the world and has spread its reach over every conceivable part of Asia and Europe, except the ethnic parts, which it doesn't want. France is the most civilized society in the world, as evidenced by all the race riots that go on there on a regular basis, and it's probably the most philosophical behind Germany, which is also a part of France. Moving on, we have the jihadis. They occupy a very small portion of the world, but have a very large reach, as symbolized by that flag with the fist holding a gun. I don't know exactly who they are, all I know is I don't like them. But we move on to people I do like, the Satbirs. The Satbirs occupy a very large portion of the Indian subcontinent, and are generally pretty awesome. They know lots of stuff about headphones, wear funny turbans, and have hilarious beards. We move on to the Asians. Asian men are generally unacceptable. Asian women are generally delightful, delectable, petite, bonerific, some would say. In general, pretty amazing. I plan to live there someday after I spend all of my life in France with Josephine at Yale. Next, we move down to the bottom of the world, Ephronia, one of the most magical places in the world, occupied by nothing but facsimiles and clones of Berkeley professor John Ephron, who incidentally teaches a great class. I don't remember what it was or if I've ever taken it, but it was supposed to be great. Was it? We'll assume it was. Then finally, just some part of the world that's too black for me. Once more, the less said about them, the better. This has been R.L. Kaplan's Guide to the Peoples and Countries of Earth.